China Current is a weekly news talk show from China to the world. We cover viral news about China every week and also give you the newest updates on China's cutting-edge technologies. Let's get started.
Welcome to China Currents, your weekly news report on what's happening in China. I'm Lisa. In this episode, Porsche was held $80 in transport fee from a Chinese driver and assaulted him. The 2024 World Internet Conference kicked off in China. China tries to save our planet despite COP29 failure. First, let's look at how Porsche messed up its brand value in China. On the 21st of November, Chinese truck driver Mr. Liu accepted a job through the freight platform Huolala, which operates like Uber but focuses on cargo transportation. The order was for the Porsche Pudong Marketing Center in Shanghai, and the order also included a request to move goods from the third floor to the ground floor before transport. Since Huolala only covers the fee for transportation, Mr. Liu negotiated an additional 600 RMB, approximately $82 for the loading work, in addition to the transport fee. However, when Mr. Liu delivered the goods to the Porsche Pudong Marketing Center, the staff refused to pay the agreed-upon handling fee, offering only the transportation fee listed on the Huolala platform. To make matters worse, they filed a complaint against him, which led to his account being blocked and prevented him from receiving new orders. In a video that's now viral online, Mr. Liu revealed that he suffers from kidney failure and is burdened with hundreds of thousands of RMB in medical debt from dialysis. Income from driving was essential for him, but after this complaint, his account was suspended, effectively leaving him unemployed. When Mr. Liu went to the Porsche Pudong Marketing Center to demand his wages, he claimed he was assaulted. He further alleged that a white employee took part in the attack, a detail that struck a nerve with many netizens, especially those in Shanghai, a city with painful history of foreign occupation and concessions. 2 days after the incident, on November the 23rd, Porsche official accounts issued an apology. However, the statement did not mention this assault on the driver. Porsche claimed that the individual involved were not its employees, but contractors from one of its suppliers, Evergrande Shanghai. Meanwhile, the supplier released its own statement describing the incident as a minor physical altercation and denying that the driver had been assaulted. Mr. Liu reported that his lip was split during this assault, with visible bloodstain in a video he shared on his Douyin account, the China version of TikTok. According to a report by Red Star News, on the 24th of November, he paid 500 RMB out of pocket for medical examinations. A formal injury report from the Shanghai Public Security Bureau confirmed facial injuries caused by assault and a laceration on the lower left lip. It was only after this evidence emerged that he received 2,000 RMB in compensation, approximately $275. Rather than de-escalating the situation, Porsche's so-called apology backfired, sparking even greater public outrage in China. As of the morning of 25th of November, the scandal remained the top trending topic on Weibo. There's little doubt that Porsche's handling of this crisis in China has been unconvincing and insincere. Chinese netizens are also angry because it took the Porsche PR team 2 days to come up with this poor apology. Yet the company has some of the best PR and media teams in Europe. Their deliberate avoidance of the issue and their apparent differential treatment of Chinese and European markets have damaged Porsche's reputation in China. For any automaker, brand value, pricing, and technology are crucial for competitiveness, but Porsche has lost all three in its most important market. According to Porsche Newsroom, China has been the largest single market for Porsche for 8 consecutive years, yet the company has tarnished its reputation by withholding just $80 from one of China's most vulnerable workers and issuing a half-hearted apology. Also, Porsche's trouble in China predates this scandal. According to Reuters, Porsche sales in China fell by 29% in the first 9 months of 2024, with its flagship electric sports car, the Taycan, experiencing a staggering 50% decline. The Taycan starts at over 1 million RMB in China and offers a top speed of 230 km/h. Meanwhile, Xiaomi, a Chinese automaker, has launched its SU7 Max, an electric sports car priced at just 299,000 RMB, with a top speed of 265 km per hour. At one-third of the price, Xiaomi has produced a faster mass-production sports car, effectively eliminating Porsche pricing and technology advantages in the Chinese market. Now, for just $80, Porsche has managed to squander its final edge in China, and that is the trust and prestige of this century-old brand. Adding to its trouble, according to Bloomberg, Porsche stock has fallen to its lowest point since it began trading over 2 years ago. While the decline has been attributed to market concerns about potential tariff hike on import cars when Donald Trump returned to office again, Porsche's own misstep in China tells a different story. Arrogant pricing, outdated technology, and a problematic management culture have driven the brand towards self-destruction. Moving on the 20th of November, this year's World Internet Conference, WIC, kicked off in China's Zhejiang province. The 4-day event attracted over 18,000 participants, including representatives from international organizations, government agencies, and leading internet companies. A report released at the WIC revealed that China has become the world's largest internet market with nearly 1.1 billion internet users. Additionally, the report indicated that in 2023, the added value of China's digital economy exceeded $1.68 trillion, accounting for about 10% of the country's GDP. The United States is also seizing this business opportunity. In September of 2023, TikTok launched its online shop in the US. Just 2 months later, a report shows that customers spent approximately $333 million on TikTok shop in the US, up from $260 million in October. These sales figures suggest that TikTok Shop is on track to reach an estimated annual revenue of around $4 billion, making it comparable in size to Abercrombie & Fitch, which generated $4.28 billion last year. Small business in the US have been the biggest winner from TikTok. A report by Oxford Economics revealed that TikTok generates $14.7 billion in revenue for small business owners in 2023 and contributed $24.2 billion to the US GDP. Notably, these figures were reported before the launch of TikTok Shop, meaning they don't even account for the additional revenue generated by the online store. Unlike major international brands that don't depend heavily on platforms like TikTok for promotion, small companies use TikTok as essential to their business. According to the report, 69% of small business owners indicated that TikTok boosted their sales over the past years. Additionally, these small businesses contributed $5.3 billion in tax revenue to the US government last year by using TikTok as an advertising platform. Beyond the substantial revenue generated, TikTok has also created numerous jobs for Americans. Businesses now need more staff to manage their online operations, and TikTok has significantly influenced this shift. The food and beverage sector in particular had felt the greatest impact, with TikTok supporting 73,000 jobs in this industry alone last year. Users can also earn a living by creating content on the platform. According to the New York Times, approximately 170 million Americans use TikTok, which is half of the US population. Since Joe Biden signed a new bill into law this April, a TikTok ban in the US is set to take effect on the 19th of January 2025. During his 2024 presidential campaign, Trump stated that he would never ban TikTok. However, fulfilling this promise may prove challenging. Bloomberg Intelligence suggests that Trump might attempt to persuade Congress to repeal or amend the law, though this seems unlikely. Of course, since Trump's victory, people have become even less hopeful about the US to fulfill its climate agenda. At the COP29, which concluded on the 24th of November, China demonstrated its commitment to addressing climate change. The Chinese delegation confirmed that since 2016, China has provided and mobilized over 177 billion RMB to support other developing nations in their climate change efforts. This funding is comparable to that provided by developed countries such as the United Kingdom, highlighting China's significant role in climate finance. However, the performance of developed countries such as the United States have fallen short of expectations for many nations. After 2 weeks of intense and contentious negotiations at COP29, a new collective quantitative funding goal was agreed upon, which stipulates that wealthier countries will mobilize $300 billion per year by 2035 through international public finance and private sector mobilization. It is important to note that the term mobilize suggests that while developed nations are expected to play a crucial role, the $300 billion annual target is not solely their responsibility. It is a shared obligation among various contributors to achieve this goal. The $300 billion, which the US President Joe Biden called one significant step, was viewed as an insult by delegations from developing countries. They criticized it for not including last year's agreement, which urged countries to move away from fossil fuels. The Indian representative was especially critical, describing the $300 billion annual target as an optical illusion. Other developing countries, including Sierra Leone representative, condemned the pledge, stating that the funding was definitely not enough. With Donald Trump's election victory, the US is once again moving away from the Paris Accord. According to the Wall Street Journal, the country appears to be heading back to an energy policy aligned with Trump's campaign slogan, "Drill, baby, drill." On the other hand, Chinese engineers are too busy reducing emission to shout slogans. At the 2024 Airshow China, a new sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, became a focus of attention. This renewable fuel is made from non-petroleum feedstock and can be used in existing aircraft and engines without any modifications. It provides a new option for China's aviation industry to reduce environmental impact by blending it with traditional kerosene. At the expo, Chen Yu, the general manager of Sichuan Tianzhou International Trading Group, explained how kitchen waste oil collected from daily catering establishments can be refined into SAF. This process involves dehydrolyzation treatment and hydrorefining, and ultimately enables seamless blending with conventional petroleum-driven aviation kerosene. This blend has also shown to reduce greenhouse gas emission by up to 80% compared to conventional fuel. According to the Vice President of the Aviation Society of China, the goal is for all commercial aircraft to be able to use SAF by 2030 and achieve net zero emission by 2050. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching this episode of China Currents. If you have any thoughts or comments, please reach us at the email address below. We look forward to hearing from you and see you next time.